News list. From here we run news. We'll prepare its complete list. To create a news list, some buttons will be used here. Let me tell you about it one by one. To add video files to the list, use this button. Click on this button, select all the video files which we want to add here and click on the open button given below to add them. As these files are added, we will see them in the list below. We will use this button to save the work done in the list here. This is the button to load playlist. If we want to load an old list, then we will use this button. If we make any changes in the list, then we will use this update button. Use the URL button to add a live feed from the internet to the list. For example, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, web-based live feed. The live button is used to play the physical live feed, the video feed coming from the capture card or from NDI. For that, first you have to configure the capture card and NDI device in the input settings here. After that, we will use this button to add live feed here. The name of the news list continues to be shown here. Total duration of the news list is shown here. The total number of video files keeps showing in the news list. In the list below, serial number is being shown here, selection box, which shows whether the file is selected or not. There is this button which shows which file is playing and which one is going to be played next. Now is mentioned on the currently running file and its color remains green. The file that will be played after this has mentioned next in orange color. If you want to run any file immediately, then you have to double click on this button of that file. By doing this, that file will play immediately. If we want to enable the file-based graphics function in the news list, then for that we will go to the news graphics function, and this will enable the display graphics with file setting function. When we come back to the news list, we will see that here from G1 to G10 the graphics functions have been enabled. Now we will use them by enabling the box of which graphics function we want to turn on or off by putting a right mark in that file. The title name of the video file is shown here. The check boxes given here from G1 to G10 indicate which graphics should run on this file and which graphics should not run. The box which has a right mark on it means that graphics are enabled on this file. And if the box is blank, then it means it is disabled. Video clip duration shows keep happening here. This button is used to add graphics composition. The graphics added from here get embedded with the clip. Whenever this clip plays, this graphics will also play with it. And when this clip ends, then this graphics will also stop. Here the details of the audio and video formats of the video file are shown. The path of the video file is being shown here. Use this button to remove all files from the news list at once. And if only selected files are to be removed, then select the files and use the delete button of the keyboard. By doing this, only the files which are selected in the list will be removed. This button will be used to remove the selection. We'll use this button to copy selected files. We will use this button to paste the copied files. This button will be used to remove selected files. To remove files, first select all the files. After that, we will delete it using the Remove Files button. These two buttons are row up and row down. These are used to move row up and down into the list. which files you want to move up and down, first select them. Then use the row up and down buttons. In this way, we will keep creating news lists using all these functions. If you want to schedule a playlist in NewsList function, which is made by playlist function, then it is for that. You have to add the playlist by using the add list button given here. After that, it has to be scheduled using the schedule button given here. So in this way, the playlist can also be scheduled in the news list.